to another video. This was a request, and I have everything in this paper pumpkin box, which is turned inside out, just to show you how it all fits. This is a birthday book, and it will have the months, and then if you flip up the months, it will have space for the names and the birthdays. And then, oops, I've got it all here. On the inside, I have a place for stamps. And, oh, birthday there. Put my husband's birthday on there. And then on this too, on the bottom, this was just the other side of the DSP. I just didn't put cardstock. I have notes. So, and then just a little holder with a pen. And it's just a little tiny book. And in here are 12 cards with envelopes that are going to go with it. And it fits perfectly. You can decorate the inside of your box. Did you know that you can turn those inside out? I had no idea until I saw it on the demonstrator website. I was like, oh my word, I didn't know that. But anyway, you just take your box, like so, and you just do that. And unhook it, and then flip it all the opposite way. I was floored. I was like, oh my word, I had no idea. So, like so. Tuck it up in there, and then push it back into its little hole, and you just do that, and on all sides, and you get this. So anyways, let's get started on our project, which is the photo book. I'll leave it out in case I have to refer to it, okay? But all the items you will need, I have written in my other little book here, for the birthday book. So I don't forget anything. You'll need 2 pieces of chipboard. These actually come in the paper pumpkin boxes as well, so these haven't cost me anything either. And these measure 9 inches by 6. And then you will need 4 pieces of DSP, the same measurement. You can have different for the front and the inside. It's, you know, the front and back. You can have all 4 the same, or you can do them different. So I'm going to put that on the front of the book, and this will be the inside of my book. Then you will need 12 pieces. Let me get this straight here. 5.5 by 5.5 of DSP of your choice. I have 3 different designs, 4 of each. So I have 4 of these. And I've got them all backwards. Oops, I knew I'd dropped one. Where'd you go? I've lost one of the papers. But anyways, okay. Let's take all them out. I have 4 of these and 4 of those. So there's different designs on the back. So I'm just going to alternate them. Right. So you need 12 5.5 by 5.5 scored at 3/4 of an inch. Then you need 12 of these. And these measure 1/2 inch by 5.5. Then you will need 2 of these little pieces of DSP. And this measures, where's my thingy? Yeah, let's see. There you go. 3.5 by 6. And then you score it at 1/4 of an inch on all 4 sides. And you fold it down. And then I have some tape on this already ready to go. So I just wanted to do that ahead. I'll explain it more as we go. You'll need 2 pieces of cardstock. And I'm using Petal Pink. Not Petal Pink. Oh, some pink. I can't remember the name of the pink. But this is old DSP as well. It's the Needlepoint Nook Suite. This measures 2.5 by 9. And you'll need 2 of those. And they are scored at 3/4 of an inch. Then you will need a piece, if you want, I've got a question mark next to it, for the outside spine. So I've got 2 pieces here, and these measure 1 inch by 9. So depending on which one you want to put on there, it's up to you. And you will need 2 1/2 inch strips. And what I did was for this, on the front and on the back. So I've got 2 pink ones there. All right, I'm going to put them in there. Then I did this on my computer, and this is just the months. It's stamps and notes, and then I put birthday book here. And then on the next page, you have to copy out 6 of these. So, you know, because you need the 12 months. And you have to cut it down to, let's see, print the file, months, contrasting cardstock, wait a minute. Cut it down. Oh, there we go. 4 3/4 by 4 inches. So you want to cut this down to 4 3/4 by 4. All right. Then the contrasting cardstock, which is going to go on to, let me show you on this one. Like behind your months, your dates, and your names. This one is Pool Party. So we're going to use Very Vanilla. So you'll need 12 Very Vanillas, and they measure 5 inches by 4 1/4. I will have all the measurements and instructions too on my blog, as well as the video tutorial. So you'll need 12 of those. Then you take your, and you put them on here. Your name and your birthdays. You put them on the backs of those. I've got some that I haven't done. And we'll put that on too. Okay, I used for the front of my book, let me show you that. This is going to be the front. Like this one, I just did a little doily with the circle. This one, I wanted to do the birthday book. So you need the rectangle frames if you want to do this, but you can make whatever you want. And I was just doing the ribbon, and I'll finish that off and show you how to do the ruffle part. So that's the rectangle stitched dies. And for the little stamp there, all I did was I used this stamp from the beautiful Promenade, and I did it in Berry Best, which is also retired in color. So, yeah, a lot of retired stuff here. For the inside of your book, you will need a little holder. If you, I think I actually got these when we were visiting England. I found them in a store. So I actually don't know. But I'm sure there's pen holders and stuff here as well. But if you can't find anything like this, what you can use is a piece of matching DSP and take... Well, here's a pen. Take your pen and put it in there, and then just like push this down so you know how round it is, right? And then what you would do is you would just cut this off here. See? Like so. And then you would tape it here and put it underneath your, like here, like this one. Oop, like so. So you just put it under your Designer Series paper. You glue it in there, and that holds your pen. If you have one of these, you could put it further up, you know, so that would stop it from actually going through, just in case it gets a little bit big through time. But if you don't have one of these, you can make just a paper one with the coordinating Designer Series paper. Okay. The label maker I used was just this one. I don't even know the name of it. I will have it on my blog, and I cut out all the words with the label maker. Alright, I think that's about it, so let's get started. These. Okay, so you can take these and your pink bits, and I think what I'm going to do is glue. I'm just going to wet glue one. So I'm going to glue down the side here, and this side too. This might be a long video. I'll try and shorten it when I get to the editing part. I'm not very good at editing, but I will try and like fast forward in places. So just put your cardstock on here. And then we're going to glue this onto this side, like so. Let's see, we move this over. There. Make sure it's straight. There we go. And we're going to work on the inside. Right, so we're going to put the big flower one on the inside, these two. And again, I'm just going to use liquid glue. And we're going to set it, make sure it covers the edge here, here, there. And then take your bone folder and just squash it down, flatten it out. So this will be our inside, right? Oops, messing up all my things. Alright, same on this side. Oh, and also while I'm doing this, I can talk and say, remember, some of your paper has an upside and a right side, and when you're cutting it, you have to be careful because we are using front and back on the months. So, you know, make sure all your little things are going that way, or, you know, that whatever way, you know, you want it to go when you cut your paper originally. I did mess up one, so do as I say, not as I do. I used to always tell my kids that. Right, so press this down too. And get all that extra glue spread out. There we go. And all I did around the edge was I colored here with a marker. The last one I did it in a balmy blue, like a blue color. Alright, so now let me show you how we're going to do this. So we're going to set the patterns out. So I have 4 of each pattern. So we're going to do 1, 2, that, and then, oops, that. Alright, so that. Set these aside and finish this because I didn't finish it because I wanted to show you. This is your 5.5 squares, and like I said, you want to make sure they're all facing the right way, you know, where you put your score line. You don't want one going this way and one going the other way, so you want them all going the same way. So then we just fold that over. Oops, I didn't want to get it on the score line. No. Bone folder. So there's that one. Alright, so 1, 2. And that one. One, 2. And then one more. I just did these 3 so that I could kind of show you. I just scored it and burnished it, and it's going like right here. So we'll take our thing and we will start backwards. Alright, there we go. So we want to start with this pattern. And I've got some tearing tape on here already. If I can get it off, where's my picky tool? I'm going to use my put it to the side here so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put it down just a tad, about 1/8 of an inch down there, and then flip that over, and then take your next one, burnish it good, squash it down. Here I'm going to take the 3.5 inch piece that this was 3.5 by 6, and then it's scored at 1/4 inch all the way around and glued down. And then I have tear and tape on here, and I'm going to on 3 sides, because you don't want on top. So you just want to take this off, or if you prefer, like I said, use whatever glue you like. Now this is the bottom of my thing, and this will be the top where you can put your stamps. So we're going to line this up here. There we go. And there's notes, stamps. Now, while I have it here, let's take our stamp word. Just gonna put some tape on it. There we go. Rub that off. And put it here. So, and then you can take your stamps like this and just slide them in there. And I put a little stamp made with love on that. So that's that one. So the stamps will go in here. So that's this side. The DSP part is done anyway. Right. So that's the inside of our book, basically, like so. Right. So on here I have, let's see, let me see if I can find them all. Oh, I gotta put this on. Sorry. There we go. All right, so I have 3 sides again. This is the same as the last one. 3.5, oops, by 6, and then it's scored at 1/4 inch on all 4 sides. And then I glued that down, and then I put my tear and tape on top of this in the back, and we're going to stick it down and put notes on it. So we're going to, oh, the tear and tape is hanging over. There we go. Sticky stuff. So we're going to put it here. There we go. And let's see if we can find notes. Turn that. And we'll just put notes there. And the notes can go in there. I used Memories of More, the little 3x4 cards. Some of them have lines on them for writing and stuff. So I put a few of those in mine. All right. See if I can find, I don't think I have 12. I think I dropped one. Don't know where I dropped it. It flew away like a, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it was one of those. Let me see if I can see it under my chair. Or maybe it went in my bag. Oh, good night. Oh, there you are. Phew, found it. Okay. So what I did with these is I used the opposites. So I'm going to put on this one, which is the same, and put some snail, and I'm going to put it at the bottom. I'll put my little arrows facing up, and then I'm going to take January, and put it here, like so. Okay, and then do the same with February, which is this paper, and I'm going to flip it over. So we're going to tape on the same as that. Put the tape on that. Tape it down as close to the bottom as you can get it. Like so. Right. You can actually put this over so you know you're doing them sort of all even. So then you would take this one and you flip it that way, right? And put your March on here. March. Like, I'll just keep going. I'll fast forward it if I can. I will fast forward the video. Alright, so let me put these the right way. Alright, we need this one. So we're going to tape. We want it going up. Let me do all these and then we'll go do the months. Up, this one. Duh. And then the last one is that one. All right. And we got them going down, so let's put this one going down. Oh, I need to fix that. There. Oh, let me put this down first. That's good. There we go. There. And this one is not right either. Okay, so now we need April, May, and June. So April. May. If by chance I don't get to edit and figure out how to fast forward this portion, you can do it by watching, when you're watching the video, there's a little cogwheel, a little circle, and I glued those on. So that one is done. I think I've mixed them up. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to put these on this side because we are going to do that later. Right? Now, 1, there we go. 2, 3, 4. Oh, did I have an extra one here? Yeah, I got one too many there. All right. So, what I did, like I said, was I took these and cut them down to fit inside. They measured 4 3/4, and this was 5. So it's just 1/4 inch smaller, and I stuck them on there like so. This time when I printed these out, I don't understand what I did wrong, but I made them too big. So I had to cut them off. They were together. So all I'm going to do is stick some snail. Center this like so. And then do the same with the other side of it. Right. Take the birthday. Ah, no. dropped it. There we go. There we go. Like so. So then we take this, and I'm just going to use snail. So stick this down. Stick it good. And center it on your back side of your DSP. So you'll have your front, then your back. All right? Front, back. Now, so you just put all your names and birthdays onto your cards that you've cut out. I just did mine in a Word program and printed it out. You could always put something on that too. I just like the DSP the way it was. I don't know, I thought it was pretty. The last one I used was Bird Banter, the DSP, and this one was Needlepoint Nook, which retired on June 4th, unfortunately, but yes, that's what I'm using. So, you can use any designer series paper that you have, any theme you like, if you're giving them as a gift. And how I originally come up with this was my husband's mom died, and we were up in Massachusetts, and we went to visit a very, very old friend. We've lived down in Florida now for 29 years, and we went to visit an old friend, and she was telling me all about her grandbabies and great-grandchildren now that she has, and she couldn't remember the name of one, and she went to get her birthday book, and it was falling apart. It was that old. I mean, my youngest son is 40, and his birthday was in there, and it was like, it was so old. So I thought, oh, I'm going to make her a new one. So I'm making her a new one. And she also told us while we were there, she lives on a fixed income, just Social Security. And she says, I just don't send cards out anymore. You know, because I can't afford the cards because they're like $4 or $5. And then the stamps, you know. And I was like, oh. So this was my solution for Terry. She doesn't have Facebook. She doesn't do videos. So I know she's not going to see this. So that was my purpose for making it. And then I thought, oh, I wonder if this would be nice for a craft show. So here we are. All right, so we are good for the inside. I will finish this side later, right? So let's continue on now. We are going to go and do the front. So I'm going to flip this over like so. And we're going to do the same thing here. But first I want to do my pink. So I'm going to do this like that. And I'm going to glue. I should have put some, I wonder if I have any close by. Something in here. Alright, I'm not going to worry about it. If you have a piece of foam or something, put it on there. Alright, there. Glue this down good. Wasn't glued yet. Okay. I might need more glue. Takes a few seconds to dry, or you could use the sticky tape, tear tape. Glue tends to stick better. Liquid glue. Yep, it's not going to stick right away. Maybe need some more. Try again. Give it a sec. It is not going to stick. I should have used tear and tape. It takes a few. While I'm doing that, I'll bend this inside piece. Try it now. Bend, bend. Bend, please, bend. There we go. Takes a few minutes to dry. After that, you get to go. All right, and then you can force it to the shape you want it. Okay. Still not stuck down there. But this is going to be taped anyway, so all right, that'll be the top. Yeah, I'm going to use glue. Probably should have used a bigger bottle. That'll come out faster. Line it up against the edge. Now, take your bone folder, squash it down. I forgot this piece, haven't I? Alright, I need to cut a piece for that later too, but I'll explain that at the end. Okay, next. Just try and make sure you get glue all the way to the edge. Or tape if you're using tape. And so we want it this way. So I'll make sure I get some on this end. You there. And all right. If it doesn't fit exact, you're going to color the edges anyway, or you could trim it with an X-Acto knife, right? All right, let's stick. Make sure it's stuck down good. And I got glue everywhere. All right, good job. There we go. So that will be our front done there almost. I guess I should cut another piece to put here, but that will work for now. And like I said, where is my healing mats? If it doesn't fit exact, just take your X-Acto knife. Where did I see it overlapping? Right here. Right? And just cut it off. There we go. And again. Didn't come off. See? Just cut that little tiny piece off. Nobody will ever see it. And then it's all nice and even. That one's good. You're good. You're good. Right, so it's just that one little piece. Alright. So now on the front, I put this. So let me just, I'm going to just take this tape off. see if I can poke it down and get it that way. Sometimes it's a pain. There we go. But it's really sticky, so I like it because it's sticky. There we go. Right, so now we're just going to put this, and this will be the front of our book, and I'm going to kind of stick it in the middle. I'm not going to put dimensionals or anything on it because it won't fit in a box if I make it too thick, because I want 12 cards in a box with it. But let me show you how to do the ruffle part. Here we go again with tear and tape. I just put some tear and tape on here. And then I take my little pokey tool and I hold the ruffle part up and poke it down. Oops. Down with my thumb. Pull it out. Make it straight. Pull it down. You see that? All right. Poke it. I have it quite long on this side because it was a longer side. And this was probably about 18 inches worth of ribbon. But you can make it as long or as short as you like. If you just want to do a little bow, just poke it over your finger or tool or something to make the ruffle. Make it stand up. There. I think we're good. Yep, there's no more tape left. There. So there's our ruffle on the front of our book. You can put a piece on the spine if you want. Let's see. Like so. Yeah, I think that would work nicely, huh? Right. Why don't I do that? And that way we'll have the pink contrast, because if you don't do that, then you probably need to put another piece over. So we're going to do it this way. We're going to put you there. Right. Oh, that'll work. There we go. So, we might need to cut it. Yeah. Alright, where's my X-Acto knife? Yeah, it's just a little bit too... I should have made it 3/4 of an inch, and I didn't. So it's a little bit bigger than the actual thing. There, that'll work. Might glue it down some more better, but you get the gist of it. Okay, so there's our book. Did I leave anything out? Oh yes, I did. The little pencil thing. You can either make one or put this one in here. And I think I'm actually going to make one and then put your pen inside, like so. And I will do that off camera too, because I know this video has gotten too long. But I thank you for watching. I will have all the measurements, supplies needed, etc. on my blog. I hope you get the idea. If you have any questions, by all means, message me and I will be happy to help you. Thank you for watching. And everything will be listed below, all the parts that you need, etc. and on my blog. Good night.